Hello humans, Master DinnerFlax here, bringing you the low quality content you deserve, and today I'll be going over Darklords with the new link that they're eventually going to get, maybe. So, one thing I noticed with Darklords is that outside of Yugioh, they're all pretty terrible. I'm not even going to lie, Zerato is totally dependent on other card effects to get him out. Nastin is like a mermail megalo that doesn't search to pay for at least some of its cost. They're all just like outside of Yugioh, which sets up your graveyard and fixes your hand. None of them are really that good. So what I decided to do is, okay, with the new link I can consistently get to like my Darklord monsters, so I can just cut those down as minimal as I possibly can so I don't have to worry about them. So then I thought, alright, so how am I going to get the fairies? Well, it's pretty simple. Trickstars and artifacts. Oh, they didn't ban Scythe. Fun fact. So I really like this. I'll go ahead and explain the deck because it's kind of weird. So 3 Yugioh, the only good Darklord outside of Superbia. You only need 1 Superbia because Superbia can't revive itself. And there's no value of multiple being in the grave. But outside of Yugioh, of the new Darklords, it's this guy I cannot possibly pronounce. And the only reason I like him is because this is more like a Yugioh Turbo, where most of the time you're just having Yugioh up to copy all the traps in your grave. But this can protect that setup, but not only can it protect it, but if you revive it, it's a second copier on field if you mass filled your grave with traps. So that's pretty good. And finally, 1 Ukobak. If you keep the link up, you can go ahead and search this, and this can just send one of your traps to the grave, or any spell you need. It's okay. Yeah, so this is it for the Darklord monsters. Like I said, they're just, none of them are really that great outside of Yugioh, because they're just like conditional, they're minuses, just things like that, and I just didn't want to bother with them. So for the Trickstars, it's very simple. Just 3 Candina and a Carabane. This immediately makes the link, so that's pretty simple. Then for the artifacts, 2 Scythe, 1 Moral Talk. I know it's a big thing to just play 1 or 2 Scythe with Sanctum, but because I'm playing Call of the Haunted and I'm playing I need a lot of fairies to get into the link, I just felt like having 3 artifacts, not for 3 Sanctums, but 3 artifacts just for 3 fairies was fine. And because Call the Haunted is in the deck, you can discard one of the artifacts with the link and just revive it. So that's fine. And I'll explain why I'm playing Call the Haunted too soon. And then our Trickstar Light Stage, Banishment of Darklords, Darklord Contact, 2 Terraforming and Reborn. Pretty simple engine pieces. Then for the traps, we got 3 Sanctum, 3 Call of the Haunted, 3 Rebellion, the best trap. This one, it's okay. It's like if you want to play a 4th trap, which I really wanted to, I'm just playing this. It's fine. It's more like a mind control proactively, but you're pretty much like only use it to go into Boral Sword. It's really bad interruption, but it's there. And then for hand traps and other necessities, 3 Ash and 2 Called by the Grave. For the extra deck, we got 2 Condemned Darklord. The link just gives a lot of consistency to this kind of strategy where you just search Yugioh, the only good Darklord, and then that's it. Or if you have Yugioh, you search Superbia to get an extra summon. 2 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, 1 Unicorn, and then the Borals. And then the rest are just XEs because there's not a lot of links you really want to use in this deck. So we go Dweller for 2 Candina, or Candina I should say, and Call of the Haunted makes this more possible than normal. 1 Durandal for artifacts, 1 Pallades for the level 5s, which are the artifacts, and Carobane, because since these are all fairies, if you contact out Superbia, you can get an artifact back, or you can get a Carobane back. So it's actually pretty easy to make rank 5s, which is why I'm playing Call of the Haunted, because if you have a Scythe on board and you revive another level 5 Light Fairy with Call of the Haunted, you can make Pallades, detach the Scythe to bounce a Call of the Haunted to the hand, and that'll allow you to Scythe your opponent again on their turn. So that's really good. And Pallades is just a really strong interruption, especially against Colossus. They summon their Colossus thinking, ooh, I'm a big bad boy, and then you bounce it. And then Volcasaurus, I think you should probably play Gaia Knight in here too. I just completely forgot to put it in. And then for 2 eggshells, we got trains and then the super duper train. So yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I don't have any replays for this yet, but if you want to see them, I'll probably post them in my Discord. It's a very simple deck. There's not a lot to really go over. It's just you summon Eggshell and just spam traps from your graveyard while like scything or sanctuming your opponent. So, yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and remember, Master DinnerFlax will take your soul.